Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to Tharp World. I'm Allison Tharp. This is the last Wednesday of March, and we have big surprises in store. I'm so happy to be here. This is a beautiful day, and beautiful days call for bad drawings. So before we begin with the project, we're going to, first of all, everybody just stop what you're doing and go run and get your bad drawing books, because I know you all have them stashed away or perhaps near your TV or someplace. And get a pen or whatever utensil you can find, and we're going to do some bad drawings together, because anything worth doing is worth doing badly, right? So if you can draw well, you need to be able to draw badly as well. So it's technology. We have microphones today, and we're just getting more and more technologically advanced on that board. So let's begin. So I'm just going to do some bad drawings and just like warm up, just shake the sillies out. You can also do like a silly dance. Do whatever you need to do. Just shake the sillies out. We don't want to be uptight when we're creating. So let's just start with something ugly. You know what I was thinking, since it was raining earlier today, and I always like to, if it's raining, I always think of the clouds. You know, just, if I start drawing well, I have to remind myself, like, stop drawing so well. Stop it. This is the bad drawing book. And I don't know if you guys have seen the other episodes, but I use this as an exercise when I warm up. I'm sorry, but this is going to have to be the way it is. I draw whatever I'm thinking, and usually it's all kinds of craziness at the beginning. There's like stress, and there's thinking about taxes, and there's thinking about parking tickets, and there's thinking about all kinds of stuff, and that just gets in the way of the creative process. So I like to just draw silly things. And so the way to get past perfectionism, and that's like a huge enemy of my creativity, is allow myself to draw really, really, really badly. In this one particular book where only bad drawings are allowed. And it's a creative technique I've found that works really, really well to get past that, wanting to do things perfectly, which is not a good thing, because oftentimes the worst drawings turn out to be the best drawings. So here's some clouds, it looks like, and I'm just drawing like right off the top of my head. Not well, just like really fast, and looks like they're urinating, or like it's snowing in the coffee cups. Coffee like plays a big part in my life, so I think that's probably why this is. There's like really aggressive peeing in this, like they're splashing pee and coffee everywhere. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's gross. And then let's do another one. Hissing clouds. They're awful. Look at this guy. He's really mad. There we go. It's like we're getting the sound here. We're just getting our technology down. Okay, so that's craziness. Like, this is something to definitely be ashamed of. I'm going to turn this. It's perfect. Excellent. Another thing I think is awful is two colors together when it's not Christmas. Christmas colors when it's not Christmas is a huge, like, sometimes if I pick these two colors on any other time of the year, I'm just like, why did I do that? These are Christmas colors, so there's nothing worse than drawing with these colors when it's not Christmas time, in my mind. So I'm going to draw two-handed, because it's kind of cool to see like what happens to the brain when you do that. It's kind of like a Rorschach or something. Oh yeah, this is some sort of like creature. See, I'm already like wanting this drawing to be over because I think it's so bad, which is a great sign. The worse it is, the better the work is going to be that you are going to make afterward. This is like a cleanse for some of you, maybe a detox, like a spring detox. Maybe it has to do with kale and vinegar, whatever you're into. Maybe it's like a fast from drawing well. Don't do good art. You know, everyone can make bad art, so just make some art. Make any art. Oh my God, this is awful. I hate this. It's like God, I hate it. I hate doing it, which is a good sign. I think this is, now I'm making like Christmas decorations, and it's like, March? So that's enough. That's enough of that. Let's do one more. So another technique, one that my mom uses actually that I've gotten kind of a lot of use out of is drawing with your opposite hand. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to draw left-handed to warm up to. And candy hearts are going to play a part in some of our work today. I have such a surprise for you guys ahead. Like, I am just so excited about this. I've been thinking about it all week long, and I've told a few people, but not too many. Since the food costume theme was this month, and all of my Tharp World episodes have been food-related and people in food costumes, the last and final episode is going to involve cake and cake decorating and celebrities just exploding out of cakes, just exploding and emerging, like, joyfully and, triumphantly from the center of the cakes. I think I became an artist to kind of create what the world doesn't give me, and that's what I want to see today. And it gives me great joy to bring it to you, and hopefully you will get some joy out of watching me create it. And then maybe you'll make some of your own. So there's some terribly drawn candy hearts. They're just all confused. This is a dysfunctional relationship. Looks like a polyamorous relationship between these hearts. Everyone's confused and upset, like jealous and worried. And so that's enough of that. I don't even want to go into what that means. So thankfully, the bad drawing book, is complete. Sometimes it's easier to draw badly than other times. This book was a good drawing book, and it just turned into a bad one, because I tend to draw more if I'm allowed to draw badly, which is great. So let's begin. Okay, so all of my supplies are here. I have a piece of plexiglass, which I'm going to be painting right on top of with this water-soluble etching ink. I've used this before, and it's one of my favorite things because it's so quick to clean up. And in Tharp World, since it's only an hour, we're going to crank out 3 cakes in 1 hour. Or I'm going to try to. I'm going to do it, you guys. I'm going to do it. There's 3 celebrities that I just really want to see, like, bursting out of cakes. As if my birthday isn't for a few months, but, I'm just thinking ahead. So I'm putting down some ink. I'm going to water it down with a little, let me get my spray bottle, left it over here. I'm going to water it down just a little bit. Not too much, because the thicker it is and the more opaque it is on these screens, the better. And I did a test run last night, and I posted it on Facebook. It was Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister jumping out of a cake, and maybe some of you saw it. It turned out better than I could have ever expected, and I don't know if I'm going to sell that one. I love it so much. So that's about the right consistency. It should be kind of slimy. So good. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I taped off where the paper is going to go on a piece of plexiglass so that I don't miss where it is. Okay, so first I'm going to trace this cake. I did this last night and it worked pretty well. So I'm going to trace this cake with ink. I'm just going to paint right on. I'm not going to worry about getting it perfectly, because when it prints, it gets really smeary anyhow. And that's actually part of the cool nature of this technique, is the accidental little things that happen when you are printing. With this kind of ink, I spray the paper with water, and so it's going to have kind of a watercolory effect. I do a lot of etching too, copper plate etching, and that technique is so the opposite of this. It's so precise, and the lines are really tiny, and it's really meticulous. And so sometimes just to counter that in my work, I like to do something just really, really messy and quick, and it's fairly easy and not very stressful. I hope, that you guys will take all the episodes of Tharp World and collect them on your iPhone or whatever. And like, if you can't sleep or you're stressed out and you just want to watch something easy and it's not stressful, it's not violent, or you don't have to think too much about it, just watching someone paint, kind of like when Bob Ross was on TV when I was a kid, I would watch him and he had the most calm voice. I aspire to be as calm as that man one day. But then you can just watch them and just enjoy. Really anytime, not while you're driving though. Don't watch it while you're driving. Maybe at a stoplight. No. Not even then. Okay, there's a little plate. So I'm going to remove this piece and start to decorate the interior of the cake. And let's just make it a couple layers. This is lovely. A couple layers. It's just like little dots. Little like chocolate chips or something nice. Pretty cakes. I love decorating cakes. I think that was actually going to be my first job when I was in high school, but they never called me back. It was this bakery, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to decorate cakes, but I didn't get the job. Maybe I always wanted the job, and that's why I'm doing this project, because life's just given me what life didn't. Little dots. We're working pretty fast because let's say we have 3 cakes on order and we've got to get these things out. This is no nonsense, people. It's no nonsense. No nonsense cake making. Okay. So I have this huge heart. Let's say that it's like, let's right here. They have to get it within this line because, and I think I'm just going to put like a tiny heart in the center. Like so. So this is going to print right on top, and the ink is going to print right through the tissue paper. And you'll see what I mean. It's really fun. So let's do some, just a lovely little lacy, doily heart thing. It's just so pretty and nice, and not scary or stressful or violent. Just pretty. Isn't that lovely? Gentle. There. So nice. This is going to be the piece that our celebrity is going to emerge from. It's going to come probably out actually maybe on this side. Yeah, let's put it on this side. So, since it's going to be going there, I'm going to put some dots that'll print through it. Kind of like that. Okay? And then lastly, oh my God, this is the best part. Just going to get a tissue. The last part is my favorite of this cake because it's filled with candy hearts, and I have them tattooed on me. I love candy hearts so much. And you guys can always write in. If you're watching right now and you just want to just express yourself, you can type on your computer all sorts of comments, and I will get them. Little elves will deliver the messages to me, and I'll talk to you sort of through the computer and through technology. And it's so cool. So these little candy hearts are going to just go all over. I'm really reaching here. Uh-oh, they're flying around. So the effect that I want to give with these hearts is just an explosion of love and excitement. Look at all of that. Just so crazy. They're like, come on, Tharp, work faster. We got cakes. We got orders. Hurry up. I'm kind of slow. I don't know. I cut hair, and maybe some of you watching, I've done your haircuts, but I'm not the fastest at doing really any. I'm a kind of a slow hair cutter. I like to take my time. I'm pretty meticulous. So going fast is sort of hard for me. I get really caught up in the details. But I'm thorough. I am. I probably wouldn't make it as a baker. They'd be like, you know what? You're too slow, Tharp. You're too slow and careful. It's just a cake, for God's sakes. So explosions. Oh my God. You guys, this is so cool. This is so exciting. Okay, so I hope this works too. After all of this work, it better come out. Okay, so all these candy hearts are just, and I thought about the character while I'm making this, what he would love to just, rise out of, what kind of cake he would enjoy. So now, let's take it over to the press. And I'm going to have to do this so you guys don't see who the person... Okay, how am I going to do this? Okay, avert the camera. Avert it. Just a second. This is a total surprise. Okay. Okay, you can put it back. You can put it back because you won't see. You can put it back. Okay, so our celebrity has been... Oh, wait. I have to move him a little bit. Our celebrity has been attached. I'm going to adhere the cake. Any guesses? Any guesses? You'll never figure it out. I bet you will. I bet somebody will. It's a pretty iconic image. Maybe some of you will figure it out. So now I'm going to sprinkle some wheat paste all over this cake and all over our celebrity. This is going to stick the tissue paper to the wet paper that I'm about to run through the press. So get all these hearts covered in little sprinklings of fairy dust. This is a lovely product. Wheat paste is a lot of fun. You can do a lot with it. All over him. And all over this huge candy heart. This is just lovely. This is special. Okay. Oh, God, please work. All right, after all of that, it better come out, huh? Baking is tough. I don't know. I've never been very good at that, actually. I don't have a lot of patience for it. This stuff I have patience for. I don't know why. Okay. So I'm going to take it over to the press and pray that it doesn't fall over the floor. Let's move slowly and carefully. Hopefully a gust of wind won't come up and ruin it. Okay. And we'll gently lay it onto the press. Okay, I got to work fast. All right. So now, this is the paper that's going to go on top. I'm going to spray it down. This is not the most expensive paper. In fact, a little while ago, I tried to soak this paper in water, and it disintegrated completely. It's not the best paper, but it does the job. Just don't take it out in the rain, and it should be fine. So the paper has to be pretty damp, not totally wet, but just enough for the paste to stick. It's very absorbent. It's really weird. Yeah, this paper is strange. It's like I spray all this, and it's so absorbent. I better stop before it disintegrates. Okay, let's take it over. Let's take it over. Look at how weird that is. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, so I'm going to lay this paper right on top. If it doesn't work, I can simply take my glue that I brought and re-glue it, but hopefully it will work. Okay. And now we gently lay this blanket over. That was pretty seamless. Okay. I can feel that it's working. I can feel that it's working. I think the pressure is good. All right. Let's move a little bit more. Oh, this way. Did it work? Something happened. Did it work? Oh my gosh, let's see. I think it worked, you guys. I think it worked. This paper is so weird. I wish I could remember the name of it, and I'll tell you guys not to buy it, but I don't remember the name. It was cheap. I guess just don't skimp and get the nicer paper. Oh my God. Who is it? Oh my God, it's Sammy Hagar. Oh my gosh, look at him. He's just jumping out of that cake. Oh, It's adorable. Oh my God, it's so triumphant. Look at that. For any fans out there, this can go in a frame in your home. You can just love him forever. He's so cute. Oh, Sammy. Who knew he was in that cake? Adorable. Okay, let's do another one. I've got 2 more celebrities, and it just keeps getting better and better. Sammy was the appetizer, I have to say. There is more where that came from. Okay, second one. Oh yeah, I have to clean off that. Another reason that I use the plexiglass is because it's really easy to clean, or I mean the etching ink that's water-based is because it's so easy to clean off. It's like really quick. Just spray and then wipe away. I could sell it. They should hire me to sell it. If times get tough, I may. Hopefully that won't happen. Okay. All right. So next cake we have. This looks like kind of like a lavender. Like this might be. Actually, I think this is a wedding cake. This is someone's wedding cake. So that's the top of the cake, like just flying off because the person underneath is just like emerging out. Okay. I'm just going to trace around it, kind of like before. And this time, I brought a magazine to kind of cut out a couple of little decorations to put around it, because it's a special occasion, and sometimes you just have to do that. Are we getting any people interacting? No one's interacting. No one's interacting yet. That's okay. This is it really was just something that it might take a little while to be seen, but that's okay. It'll be seen when it's meant to be seen. Ooh. All right, so there's the top of it. And now we can sort of bring more detail into it and get a little bit more crazy and free. Oh, and there's some lovely accessories that come with this cake as well. Ooh. Mary M is watching. And that's really all that matters. Oh, and you know what else is great? Just lines indicating the emergence of just motion lines. Ooh. Confetti. The lovely cake. So pretty. Oh, like little hearts too. Maybe some of you have guessed there's a bit of a theme going on with these celebrities. But I don't know if anybody's ever made them coming out of cakes before, but I could be wrong. Googled their images and I saw nothing of the sort, so I figured, you know, it's high time someone did. Let's see. Now coffee. So I have a magazine, it's an old copy of Scientific American, and it has these great textures in it. These pretty cool pictures. Really nice kind of landscape pictures and some really pretty colors in there that are sort of like that unusual faded magazine color that you just really can't get in new magazines. And I like this image because all these little hearts are broken. And that's just so nice. Oh, that's pretty. That's good. Okay, let's see that. And maybe we'll cut one more heart out of here. That looks kind of 80s, those colors, which is perfect. It was accidental, but it's completely appropriate. Okay, so now let's see, is this good? I think this is good. I will make a tray for the cake to sit on. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, so now layer pieces on. And since this is printing in reverse, we have to turn our hearts over because it prints opposite. Okay, and then there's the top of the cake and the center, which is, I believe, strawberry, right in the center there. And it'll print right through. The ink will print right through, which is the best part of this technique. So it doesn't have to be exact. Let's move it over just a little bit. Okay. Now we sprinkle wheat paste. Like so. Just like magic. You make sure to get lots of it or it peels right off, and that's disappointing. No one likes disappointment. Okay, avert the camera. I'm going to go acquire the celebrity. I'll go get him from the green room. I'll tell him it's time. Okay, okay, it's time. Right now it just looks like a Pac-Man ghost, but just you wait. Oops, it's okay. All right, so we're going to bring him over to the press. Who is it? Who could it be? All right, let's see here. Very gently. He's a sensitive soul. We don't want to agitate him too much. Okay. All right, now this piece of paper. And it curls a little bit. Which way should I put it? This way? Yeah, I'm going to put it like this because then it'll stay more flat. Strangest paper I've ever used. Normally I use watercolor paper for all of my printing. It's like Arches. It's like a 140-pound like cold press normally. Because then I like to use mixed media over it. I like to draw and like What? Non-GMO wheat paste? I have no idea. What? What? I have no idea. It's probably, I mean, it's in a little, I don't know where it came from. I have no clue. I'm not going to eat it, so I guess it matters little. Don't put it in your face or your eyes or ears. Just keep it away from all your holes. And you should be fine. Mostly with a pie. All right, so we're going to just put this wet paper right on top of our celebrity. Bless his heart. He's so cute. Who is that? Any guesses? Any guesses? I'm going to put a piece of paper over it because I can see it's going to leak a little bit. So I have this just in case. We don't want to get too messy on the blankets here. Okay. Celebrity cake explosion surprises. It's like Celebrity Rehab, except nothing like it, and cake. I think most of the celebrities I'm doing might need to be in rehab, but that's another story. Okay, it worked. It worked. I can see that it worked. This one's, I think this might be my favorite. I was saving the best for last, but this might actually be the best. We're going to find out. Okay, here we go. Before I do, is there any guesses? Can you guys, any ideas who this might be? Any? Oh, it's Vince Neil from Motley Crue back in the day. Not recently, but back before, like when he was really young. Oh, he's coming out of the cake for everybody. Isn't that sweet? Look at him. So nice. Onlookers are just so impressed. That's why I became an artist, you guys. It's like what I've always wanted to do. I don't really have a message except that, things should be, boys should be jumping out of cakes like this whenever possible. Oh my gosh! It's breaking hearts already. Oh, Vince Neil. You're so rowdy. Look at him. So we have one more. Things are going well. At the end, we'll have a runway show, and we'll just display them all. Oh, these are going to look all really nice all together. You're welcome to walk through. It's totally fine. Yeah. So working studio. Okay, I'm going to get this blanket ready before I do the last one, because there have been mishaps where I move the blanket and then all of my little pieces of tissue paper and everything goes flying, and that's sad. But it's like really first world problems. It's not that bad, really. Ooh, 5 viewers. 5. Hi, everyone. My 5 viewers. Love you guys. Thanks for participating. We have one more, and this one is a little more complicated. The person and the cake. Both are more complicated. Let's make sure ink doesn't dry up. Okay, so that's ready, and then we're just going to get the cake ready. So this is going to be a chocolate strawberry cake. And I'm going to go acquire it now. I'm going to go get the ingredients. And what I'm going to need to do, so yeah, this is chocolate strawberry. I think it's probably for a baby shower. Okay, this is going to be a baby shower cake. They're like, Tharp, we need a baby shower cake. Hurry. And we need someone to jump out of it who's not going to scare the kids. I'm like, okay. And the moms to be. Like, that's fine. Okay. A baby shower cake. Oh, you know what? I'm going to move this up a little bit, actually. Because it's going to run over. So we'll do our quick outline of the cake so we can kind of gauge. You know what? Actually, I'm going to move it over just slightly. I feel like I'm just going to have to make a little bit more of an explosion with this one, so I'm going to need to move it over to almost the edge of the paper because I want it to be a little off-center for the composition. Okay. I don't know how this idea came to me, you guys. I think I was maybe like driving or doing dishes or something, and I was like, what am I going to do for Tharp World next week? It's still the food theme, but I just don't know. I've done all the foods that I can think of, and I don't know, it just seemed like a great idea. I was just like, okay. And I don't want to overthink it. I'm just going to go with it. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm just going to do it. And whatever happens, happens. And my 5 viewers, if they don't like it, then they can just stop watching. But they seem to be into it, so we're still going. That's awesome. And this is the cake that I'm most excited for, the one that I thought about and wanted to do. And I thought, how am I going to really depict like the explosion of chocolate and strawberry that's going to be like happening with this? I need to have some different materials besides just the tissue paper. I need all kinds of things. So I brought some origami paper, the magazine, which we can use, and really whatever just happens in the moment, because this cake making is extremely spontaneous, and the best way to approach it is to just not overthink it. Just first impulse, just go for it. And let's see, okay. So first, before I start cutting things out, I need this to look a lot messier, first of all. This is a lot more controlled. I have to channel the bad drawing book and start to like, I just need to like go for it. Because this is looking a little bit too neat and tidy. And this is just not the way that this guy is. He's just like, no, he's not like that. Let's do a little plate for the cake here. And remove these. Just for a second. And do just a tiny bit of decorating. Maybe just a little bit. Something lovely. Oh, that's nice. Nice baby shower cake. It's pretty. Everyone's going to love this. I know I'm going to love it. And these look really good when we can add enough dark to them to make it like, I love the look of that bright tissue paper with really really dark black ink and high contrast colors, and with the white of the paper, it just looks really nice, especially from far away. They look good on a wall. That's nice. Okay. Put this back on here. It is indeed. And next month on Tharp World, I'm excited to bring you guys some guests onto the show. We're going to be doing all kinds of activities with other people's input, which is going to be really fun. I'm going to be doing some fashion sighting, Oakland residents, people about town. It's going to be fashion-themed month. One of my absolute favorite things. This is so pretty. Lovely cake. Okay, just little decorations. We'll put that back on. And now, we need the chocolate. So here's bits and pieces. These are scraps from previous weeks. And I'm just going to lay them about all crazy. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to lay them down. Just like little flakes of joy. Isn't that precious? Little flakes of happiness. And this piece, I'm going to use this as a cutting board and just cutting out these. So good. This is just going to be so nice. I just love making cakes. Don't you guys love it? It's such a gentle activity. There's so much happiness. It's hard to be sad when you're making a cake, It's really hard to be sad when you're eating a cake or looking at one. It's just one of those great human accomplishments. And such a wonderful celebratory food. It's art and it's food. There's a bakery next to my work I walk by every single day. And since they always have these different themed cakes, and they do their best to make them look appetizing. And they have an Easter cake right now, and it has a bunny riding a chocolate cake, and the chocolate cake looks like just huge, like shiny brown turd. And I laugh at it every time I walk past it, because it just looks totally disgusting, but also really funny and sweet. And I'm sure it's delicious, but I don't know what they were thinking when they put that one in the window, but that's fine. Strawberry. I'm actually going to fold this and do a kind of cut two out at once here, like that. Efficiency. Yes. And what else do I have? Oh, perfect. Here's a piece that's really good. This is really appropriate for this cake too. It's like a, like a little garland, or like like a nice little lacy thing. That's good. I'll just put this one on the ground, like a little puddle. That's good. Here's some more tissue paper that's brown, and I do need this. I am being called to create more puddles of brown on the ground here. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, lovely. I think, you know what? Is that good? Do I need more? I think that's enough. Well, one more. One more. More is better than less, right? When in doubt, When in doubt, overdo it. There we go. Okay, this is just going to be really, it's going to be so beautiful. I might cry at the end. If I do, don't think that it's off-putting. It's not because of you guys. It's just because the art that I've created has been so moving for me. It's just been so moving. Okay. Okay, let's move these little guys. So we're going to have to flip our little pieces around here because of the reverse process in the printing. So let's flip these over. Wait. Did I? Oh, I have to do this, the top of it. Okay, we have to move a couple of these because I forgot the top. I forgot the top piece. This piece isn't cooperating. So I'm going to move these over. Here. And make room for this piece where, because our celebrity is like going to be emerging out of the top of this cake, and it goes over here, like that. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go get the celebrity. I'm going to go get him out of the green room. I'm going to tell him it's time. So avert the camera once more. I'll be right back. Okay, he's here. He's ready. He's ready. All right. Okay, now we sprinkle. Maybe just sprinkle a little bit of magic on this cake. And all these beautiful chocolate and strawberry pieces just like flying everywhere, and making everyone so happy. Top of the cake, lots of wheat paste. I don't know if it's non-GMO wheat paste. A viewer was wondering. I don't know if they were serious or if they were joking. I don't know. There's so many things I don't know about this wheat paste, except that it sticks to the paper. That's about all I can tell you. Okay, if we get too much, then it actually peels off, so we got to be careful of that. Not too much wheat paste. But that should be good. Okay, I think that's enough. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more here too. Because since this is like the best one, I think I have to like put lots of wheat paste on. Okay, let's move him over ever so carefully. Let's like tiny bit more. Okay. All right. Let's get the paper. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Isn't it fun, like, not knowing if it's going to work? And then everyone's just watching? It turns out this paper is actually perfect for what we're doing. That's really strange paper. It's like feels completely dry. But then in water, it just like falls apart. I have no idea. It's like a sponge. Okay. Now we just like line it up, line it up, line it up. Okay. All right. Now we'll carefully take the blanket over the paper. And here we go. Our last cake, and I think we've done really well for the time that we have. We've produced already 3 of them. And if we have any time, we can put a little bit of color on them too. Or at least on one of them, if we can't finish all 3. I think at least we'll have to put color on this one, if it comes out. The miracle of printing and surprises. Okay. Did it work? Oh my God. It did work, you guys. Oh my gosh. So precious and special. Oh my goodness. Who is it? Let's find out. Oh, it's Gigi Allen. Look at him. Oh, it's such a mess. He's so messy. Look at all his mess. It's just like with chocolate and strawberries everywhere. It's adorable. Oh, I love him. He's so special. He's one of my favorite performance artists. He's since passed away. 20 years in like last year. It was 20th anniversary. But he was quite the performer. And I think he'd just be like such a special guest at a baby shower. Just wonderful coming out of that cake. Just a mess. So lovely. So that's the last celebrity emerging out of the cake, and I think it's just so satisfying to have these things become real, to come out of our brains and then into reality. It's just so satisfying. It's good to be an artist. Okay, let's look at them all together. So, oh, actually, I'm going to bring Vince Neil over. I'm going to bring Vince Neil over, and I'll bring the others too. And there's Gigi Allen. And there's Sammy Hagar, just like jumping out of cakes. And I just think it would be so nice if we just put just a little bit of color. Oops. Let's get another yellow. We don't need that one especially. Let's get this one. Just a little bit of color on Vince Neil. Just a little bit of color on his lips. That's better. There's nothing more fun than coloring in like Xerox with colored pencil. It has that kind of like old-fashioned photograph look like they used to do in the 1800s. It's so funny and it never gets old. Oh, that's so great. Look at that. And it's like a little bit of cheeks. Look how handsome. So there you have it. The cakes, the celebrities, and we did it all within an hour. And I'm amazed. I guess what else we can do is we can color in Sammy Hagar, the man in red. This is the best outfit. I wish I could have gotten a better picture. But this is what we got off the computer. But we need red for him. Yes. This is just a total celebration of food and music in one place. Sammy's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now. Go Sammy. Yes, this is good. I think this outfit that he was wearing was leather, like red leather. The first time I saw the cover, I was just, he's parachuting in the picture. I cut the parachute out, but I think it might still be there in spirit. This kind of reminds me of like a teenage girl or like preteen, like you know, folder drawing, or like, it just has something, there's something funny about this. It just reminds me of like a poster like a teenager would draw, like to hang in her room because it doesn't exist, so she has to like draw it. And I think that's probably what happened here for me. Oh my gosh, that's better. And then we need, of course, he's also blonde. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. See how much better they look with color? It's just so fun. I don't remember what color that guitar was. Let's make it, I don't know, but let's make it match. Oh yeah, that's good. It's like he's jumping on the cake like a trampoline. It's like it doesn't really look like he's like emerging out of the cake, but more rather using the cake as a stage for his antics. Sammy. Oh, it's like, I think he's probably still got like, he's probably still kind of, I got some in my hand, but that's okay. It just adds to it. Get like wet. Oh, this is good. They kind of came out better than I expected, and I'm really glad about it. And the Gigi Allen one, let's move Sammy out of the way. The Gigi Allen one. See, he needs some color for sure. He needs color. He needs some, let's see, some pink and some red. He's really red-faced most of the time, as far as I can tell. Like, I've never seen him where he wasn't. It wasn't just, his cheeks are so rosy. He's so rosy. Yes. Let's get a little more red under the eyes. There we go. So nice. Rosy cheeks. Pretty. I think he'd be like a really nice guest at the baby shower that this cake is for. And that's, of course we need some dark brown. It's his signature. There we go. Oh. Lovely. This is what art making is all about. Making rock and roll dreams come true. With celebrities living and dead. We have no limits. We can do anything. We can do anything we want. What's that stuff smeared on you, Gigi? You're so messy. Dark red. we go. That's really disturbing, you guys. Oh my God. It is like it's time to wrap it up before I do. Like I forgot to put the chocolate part of this cake in there. It's chocolate. Okay. Well, that's enough. That's enough for now. I think that's plenty. So another episode of Tharp World winds down. Join us next Wednesday, 6 o'clock at compoundtv.com, and watch all the other episodes on YouTube. And thank you for watching. Bye.